up, people? Glen's here. Welcome back to Glen's Reviews, where we talk about movies, TV shows, comic books, video games, toys, anything horror-related. If you couldn't tell by now, judging by my surroundings here, it's Halloween. One of the best times of the year for anyone who loves horror. To dress up, be other things. Even if you're not a kid, even if you're a grown person, you can still dress up, go hang out with the other kids. You know, maybe you can't trick-or-treat anymore. You can still dress up and have fun. I usually go as like 2 or 3 things every Halloween. It's just a great, great time of the year. Very festive. It's just awesome. Awesome. It's also a time to splurge on candy and watch horror movies. Although I watch horror movies all year, so I don't really need a separate event to get me to watch horror movies. But we can't forget about some of the other awesome specials that have really helped define Halloween, and just the feelings of Halloween that go with it, just all those special little warm feelings and whatnot. I'm talking about animated features. There's tons of animated features I love watching every Halloween, but there's 2 that I make sure that I never miss. And they haven't really aired on TV, so I'm happy I got them on physical media. Both of these animated specials are from cartoon strip cartoonist. First one we're talking about is from the late great Charles Schulz with his Peanuts cartoons. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. You knew I was going to be talking about it. I think everybody loves it. Classic, timeless tale of Charlie Brown and his friends, just experiencing all the fun things that any kid would experience on Halloween. All the adventures in this special are they're everything that I think all of us as kids have experienced on Halloween. Just the fun and the magic of Halloween, and the time spent with your friends and family. Just like magic. Magic's a perfect word for it. You got the naive Linus who believes in the Great Pumpkin, the fictional, mythical character that's almost like the Halloween version of Santa Claus. You wait in a pumpkin patch on Halloween night, wait for the Great Pumpkin to bring you some toys and candy. Fucking awesome. I still wait for the Great Pumpkin every year, even though I wait at a pumpkin farm, and usually what he brings me is booze. And that's a good thing. Other than that, if I'm expecting candy from somebody, and I'm expecting it from the Great Pumpkin, I guess the Great Pumpkin can also be the fat cashier at Walmart selling me my chocolate. Anyway, there's a bunch of little stories intertwined with the whole thing, but at the end of it, Patty waits in the pumpkin patch with Linus, and she feels duped because the Great Pumpkin never shows up. Nothing happens, she misses out on trick-or-treating. You got some other things thrown in there, like Snoopy's got another vision of when he's his, alter ego, the Red Baron, he flies around on his house. You gotta throw the Red Baron thing in every Peanuts episode, every Peanuts cartoon. He's got a thing for the Red Baron, and I gotta hand it to him. The pizza's pretty damn good, too, if I do say so myself. Some of the kids have a Halloween party that, of course, they didn't want Charlie Brown going to. Lucy wants to carve a jack-o'-lantern, so they use Charlie Brown's head as an example and, draw stuff on the back of his head just to make sure they get a perfect pumpkin. They got the classic, have Charlie Brown run to try to kick the football. Lucy pulls it away because she's a little dumb bitch. Charlie Brown wants to be a ghost, but he ends up fucking his costume up, so there's like holes all over the place, so he just looks like a big walking piece of Swiss cheese. Every house he goes to, the parents give him rocks.
I got a rock.
What the fuck? Who the fuck would give any kid rocks? That is just beyond cruel. Yes, there's a lot of things in It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown that are just magical and awesome to watch for an adult or a child. I related to the show when I was a child, but I can also relate to it as an adult. Most of these Peanuts episodes are like belittling and degrading Charlie Brown. Everything that happens to this kid, can you imagine what he would be like if he grew up? It's just like that Family Guy episode.
Song, yeah, it's me, your old punching bag, Charlie Brown. Get off me, you skank!
Second animated special that I never miss every Halloween is from another comic strip panel cartoonist, Jim Davis, the Garfield Halloween special. It's the classic Garfield setup. You got the late great Lorenzo Music doing the voice of Garfield as always. It was also the voice of Peter Venkman on the real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Somebody seen a ghost?
It's Halloween. Garfield wants to go trick-or-treating because he's fat. He loves to eat. He loves lasagna. He loves any fattening thing he could get his paws on. He decides to take Odie with him to get more candy because Odie's a fucking idiot.
Odie's so stupid he'd have to stand on a chair to raise his IQ. He's ugly, too. It would take two of them to get any uglier.
So he can just take Odie's candy at the end of it.
I'll get twice the candy.
Some way or another, Garfield ends up going across this river to this old abandoned house and meets this creepy old fucker who tells him some haunted pirate story. This guy looks like he could have straight out come from that movie Heavy Metal that came out in like the 70s. It's all like groovy like backgrounds and shit. There's some funny animations thrown in of like Garfield and Odie running away from the ghosts and having to jump in the lake. But it all ends happy. It all ends on a happy note. It's just one of those fun, quirky cartoons that all ends on a happy note. At the end, Garfield and Odie get their big sacks of candy from the boat that they thought they lost going across the river. Then it ends with a twist, baby! The old guy is on some late night Halloween television program, Halloween special, if you will, where he's telling ghost pirate stories. So Garfield decides to turn off the TV and just go to bed, which is probably the best thing to do at that moment. To this day, these are still great stories. They're great animated features. It's like I said, they're timeless. No matter how old I get, and no matter how many problems that I have to take on in my everyday life, I love watching these every year because it takes me back to being a kid again. It brings back all the memories and the magic I had from Halloweens of past. All right, with that, I'm gonna eat my peanut butter cup. Shit. I want to, thank you guys for watching again. I love it that all you guys are out there watching, and you guys give me a lot of praise for these, and I love doing them. I love it that I'm doing a Halloween episode, and I just want to wish you guys have a great Halloween. Just go out, have fun, but be safe. I love you guys. I'm Glen Lentz. Thanks for watching again. Mistress Peace Theater. We'll be right back. Happy Halloween, everyone!